As Charles Darwin quotes, "It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent one, but the one that are responsive to change." Well, that is so true. No matter in whatever situation you are, if you adapt to the situation, you are a winner. Today's episode is all about combating the inevitable and coming out as a survivor. I welcome you all to Women Influencers Talk Show, a show that is proving to be a platform not only for influencers but winners and warriors. Born with a survival instinct, Hanadi Falki, just as her unique name, is a unique person in every sense. A writer by profession, she was bitten by the travel bug early in her life, and this love reflects in her writing as well. Recently coming out of the COVID-19 illness, she shares her story of success and fight against this pandemic. Hello Hanadi, thank you so much for coming on Women Influencers Talk Show. How are you doing? Or rather I should say, how are you feeling?
I'm doing pretty well. Thank you so much for inviting me here today.
That's great. First of all, let's talk about you professionally. You have done some great writing work. You have written novels, 2 biographies, some short stories, and also are a part of 3 Amazon best-selling anthologies. How did this writing bug bite you?
Well, Sadaf, I have been a reader all my life, and I guess I get inspired from all the stories that I have written. I remember winning quite a few of the creative writing contests since my childhood. I used to make up stories for my brother to keep them engaged, and I penned down those short stories just to preserve those memories of my childhood. And I tried to convert those short stories into a book series, adventure book series for children. This is where I guess the writing bug bit me, was during my childhood.
Well, as Aristotle once said, the habits that you form from your childhood make no small difference but make all the difference. You have traveled extensively and it is reflected in your writing as well. Tell us about it. How inspiring was this to you?
Well, Sadaf, I have been lucky enough to get to travel and live in a few countries in this short life that I have so far, and I got to meet a wonderful set of people everywhere I went. Irrespective of all the differences, the connections that I formed with them, each person had a unique story of their own, and somehow all these stories, all these people, they get woven into my stories through, in the form of different characters, different life experiences that I share. This is how I wish to write.
That's great, Hanadi. You have also been very active in awareness programs, especially to combat poverty and diseases like polio among children. Let us know more about the social work that you are involved in.
Yeah, I have been involved with social work right from my college days, I guess, where I was the head of the Social Service Society, and we went to visit different ashrams, different orphanages, and do our bit to spread cheer over there. And also through NCC, where I got to go to underprivileged areas and spread awareness about polio drops so that we could make India polio free. After that, when I went abroad, I did work with a lot of organizations. Thankfully, we tried to bridge the gap between different religions and also between people of different income groups through P3 Foundation, where we combated extreme poverty in New Zealand. Now, as the executive director of Wake Up India Medical and Education Trust, and also as the core member of Samman Group, which is an initiative of to make women self-reliant, we are doing our bit to make this world a better place. And we are hoping that everyone, whoever volunteers with us, they can actually make a difference in someone's life.
Sure, every bit counts. Now let's talk about your recent battle with COVID-19. Among the thousands of stories, discussions and debates, What was your understanding of this disease as a common human being?
Well, Sadaf, to be honest, I can't say that I had done a thorough research on COVID-19 before it hit us. It was just like it was kind of these were just numbers for us before. Then people around us started getting affected by it. Of course, we have been in lockdown since March. And we have not been stepping out except for the basic necessities like groceries and food and vegetables. That's all. And I think without that it is not possible just to keep yourself refined in a in a house. But we were following all precautions. We were wearing mask before stepping out, and even gloves, and using sanitizers, washing our hands. As soon as we used to come back to our home, we used to quickly take a shower and wash the clothes that we have been these were our outside clothes, wash them immediately, and we did not mingle with the kids until we did all these things. We did every precaution possible.
Okay, I guess the pandemic has changed our lives completely. All these things have become the new normal and have become a part of our daily lives. Now, how did you come to know that you were infected, and what were the medications and treatment that helped you in recovery?
Well, one fine day my husband came from outside. He went to get fruits and vegetables, and as soon as he brought them, we washed them. He went and took a shower and everything. But by that evening, he got a fever of 100 degrees. And within an hour, the entire family of 5 members, like me, his sister, his brother-in-law and their kid, everyone got infected because all of us were got fever, and we were on bed. There was extreme weakness. At that time, we just took paracetamol because we didn't have any other symptoms, like no blocked nose, no breathlessness, everything that we have been reading in newspapers. It wasn't there. It was just fever and 100 degrees, not even a high fever that we would have been worried. We just thought it is seasonal flu, and then all of us are infected by it. But even after 2 days, when the fever didn't go away, my husband went to Apollo Hospital to consult a senior doctor, get his opinion, and he sent him to get tested for this COVID-19. Within 2 days, we got the result that he is positive. Then the entire family had to go, and even we got after 2 days, even our result came back positive. By that time, we had the same symptoms. All of us, we had fever and weakness. That's all. And then the doctor advised a lot of things. The treatments that actually helped a lot were when we inhaled the steam, like twice a day, in the morning and at night. We drank warm water with a bit of turmeric, or otherwise milk and turmeric is better, but I don't like milk, so we just drank it in warm water. Then there were a few medicines that were important, zinc covit and vitamin C chewable tablets. Okay, but I'm not a doctor, so please consult your doctor. But these are the general multivitamins just to increase your immunity. Doctor asked us to eat as much fruits as possible. Fruits as in dates, all sort of citrus fruits like oranges and kiwi and papaya. The only thing is that you have to increase your immunity. You have to stay strong, and for that you have to follow these things.
That's wonderful, Hanadi, and I hope you all continue to remain healthy. Here I would like to tell all our viewers that Hanadi's situation is a little typical. She is an expecting mother, and in such cases, things become more scarier. Hanadi, tell us, what did the doctors tell you in this situation? Please share with our viewers.
Yes, Sadaf, that's true. I'm an expecting mother in my 3rd trimester. This is my first child. Unlike others, I could not even take the fever medicines, like the doctor had advised me not to take them. She told me that I can just have a wet cloth over my forehead, or sit in an AC to cool down my body temperature. I remember there was the first 2 days were quite difficult for me because I couldn't feel the movement of the baby, and this was like a horrifying experience, and I cried myself to sleep that night. Then the next day till afternoon, I had to call my doctor, and she said that I might have to come for a sonography if there is no movement during that day. And that really scared me, because it is one thing to it is one thing to have been affected by coronavirus myself, but to have my unborn child facing this along with me was really emotional for me. But thankfully, thank God, that I began to feel the movement by evening, and slowly it got back to normal.
Oh God, Hanadi, I can completely understand your situation. The fear of the unseen is the scariest. And here I would like to tell all my viewers that there is no need to panic. If you are in such a situation, you just need to have a positive mindset. Now, being affected by COVID-19 has become a taboo in the society. Hanadi, what do you want to say about this?
Yes, Sadaf, this is something that really concerns me, that people have been hiding this fact that they have been infected by COVID-19, and that's not something that we have to do, especially because we might transfer this to others. So we have to take our extreme precautions. Let those people know who have been in contact with us in the recent times that yes, we have been affected, so please, you can also go and get tested. Or then share your experiences. The thing that I worry most is that we have been listening to all the negative things that are happening, all the unfortunate deaths that have been happening, the weaknesses and everything. But what about the positive stories? What about the stories about recovery? This is something that if you share, it's not a taboo that okay, you were affected by this is a pandemic, it is spreading all through the world. Okay, it is fine, no matter how precautious you are, sometimes these things happen. Okay, I'm not saying that you should not take precaution because you will be affected, but I'm just saying, even despite all the precautions, if this happens to it, please do not panic. Okay, do not panic, just follow these instructions. Try to boost your immunity. That's the only thing that you can do. Boost your immunity. Do not step outside. Do not help spread it. Okay, follow all the instructions given by the government. Stay inside. If you're home quarantined like we were, stay inside. Do not step outside no matter what happens. Okay, it is for the safety of others too. Okay, and just let people know. Let people know, yes, you have been affected and you are going to follow all the precautions, stay away, so that even they stay away. If they have been in contact with you, they would get tested and avoid being sick later on. Okay, so just instead of treating it as a taboo and thinking of what would people say about this, just go ahead and share your story of, especially of recovery. What all helped you recover, what all helped you stay positive during this time. That's the main thing. You have to stay positive to recover from this quickly.
Awesome. And as they say, I am a soldier. I fight where I'm told and I win where I fight. Before we say goodbye, what are your thoughts about our initiative, Women Influencers Group?
Well, Sadaf, you're doing a great job with women influencers, and I'm so happy that you contacted me for this story and I could do my bit to spread awareness about COVID-19 so that people don't panic and they try to deal with this in a more positive manner. And similarly, all the other stories that you have been covering, I'm so happy that I could connect with you. And people, please watch this channel, and it is really inspiring, the kind of people who are coming over here for the talk show and the lessons that each one of us are able to impart. Not just share our experiences with you, and hopefully that might inspire you. All the best, Sadaf. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thank you, Hanadi, for coming on our show and sharing your experience. This was much needed in the present times. Your resilience and positivity has not only helped you, but your family also to combat in this situation. Hats off to you. Always stay blessed. I hope today's episode has been helpful to a lot of people who are watching this show right now. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Also comment below and let us know. Till we meet next time again, take care, stay safe, bye bye.